Once you've mastered the basics of blackjack, you can then set about learning how to play a more strategic game. Experienced players call this basic strategy, and there are loads of reference guides available online, which you may want to review after having watched this short video. Here we aim to explain how to split and double to help you get the most out of your blackjack experience, and highlight some common moves that blackjack players take. However, it's your game and your blackjack experience, so you must play in the way that's right for you. There is so much we could cover, but here we're just going to give you these two options that you'll see other players use. If you're new to the game of blackjack, we'd recommend you watch our beginner's tutorial before moving on to this section. So, here goes. Let's look at splitting first. Whenever your first two cards are a pair of the same number or same value cards, you have the option to split them into two separate hands by matching your original bet. If you want to split, just say to the dealer, "I'll split." The motivation for splitting is to create two hands, both of which you believe have a chance to beat the dealer. Even though you can split any pair, it's not perceived strategic play to split fours or fives because you wouldn't bust on the next card anyway. The same applies to tens or face cards, because this would mean you already have a value of 20, which is already a strong hand, so you could be better off standing. There's a phrase that a lot of experienced players use, which is to always split eights and aces. Again, it's your game and your choice to choose your strategy, but that's common practice. If you do take this option, remember that if you split aces, you only get one further card. You just need to hope it's a good one. Now, let's move on to double down. A double down is where you take the opportunity to double your initial bet. The reason people take this move is because they feel they have a good chance to beat the dealer and want to maximize the amount they win. Because the dealer uses up to 6 decks of cards, there are a high number of cards with a value of 10. People generally feel that if they are dealt a hand that is worth 9, 10 or 11, then the odds are in their favour, as there are more 10s in the deck than any other card. If you get lucky and draw a 10, your hand will total 19, 20 or 21 respectively. However, remember that the dealer has the same odds as you, so it's important to check their cards before deciding on your next move. So, that brings us to the end of our intermediate guide to blackjack. Remember that there is always room to improve your gameplay as you become more familiar with the rules. But if you do have any questions or you're unsure, the Grosvenor dealers are always ready and willing to help. Search blackjack strategies online to find probability tables to help you improve your play even more. Now, why not practice these strategies for free online at grosvenorcasinos.com?